Among those who have seen him play, even among many of those who haven't, there appears to be no debate. LeBron James is the best high school player in the country, and he was even last year when he was a junior, and he likely, they say, will go #1 in the draft should he go straight to the NBA. He's got a chance to play on national television here tonight against the #1 team in the country, Oak Hill. The Warriors win or contend for national championships, it seems, year after year. Hi, everybody. I'm Dan Schulman here in Cleveland, and we've got a star-studded game out on the court among these great high school talents. We've got a lot of announcers here to give us their perspective on this game as well. As I turn first to my right, we bring in Dick Vitale, of course, synonymous with our college basketball coverage. Tell us a little bit about what you know about LeBron James.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Dan. When you talk about LeBron James, it's been a runaway freight train. The Express with hype. It has started 2 years ago. He was on the cover last year of Sports Illustrated, on the cover of ESPN magazine this week, and that is all created curiosity, curiosity, curiosity. Hey, he's one of those teenage phenoms that come along in their given sport and are so gifted, like a Venus Williams, a Serena Williams, a Tiger Woods, a Kobe Bryant, an Alex Rodriguez. And all I know is if he's half as good as all I've heard about him, he is going to be one special athlete. I can't wait to see him play in person.
Well, if we go on the assumption that he's going to the NBA, let's bring in somebody who knows a little bit about the NBA. Pleased and honored to have Bill Walton here with us tonight. And for LeBron James, as great as he is, this is the best high school team in the country, some of the best competition he's ever faced.
And Dan, that's what makes this game so very, very special, because LeBron James has proved it off the court, off the big scene here, but now he's got the high school stage here. He's playing against a powerful Oak Hill team, the acknowledged #1 program in all of college basketball, and they're all saying, hey, forget about LeBron, what about me? They are here to make a statement themselves. They are a high-powered offensive team that relies a lot on the press to get out in transition. They shoot a lot of three-point shots. This is a team that is as close as they come to being a professional team at the high school level. They will provide an incredible challenge to this promising player, LeBron James.
LeBron James and St. Vincent St. Mary have played against Oak Hill each of the last 2 years. James has scored a ton of points, 33 and 36, but Oak Hill has won both games. So we'll see if we have more of the same in store here tonight in Cleveland. LeBron James goes national for the first time. The Fighting Irish of St. Vincent St. Mary take on Oak Hill when we return. University. This is the Progressive High School Classic between St. Vincent St. Mary and Oak Hill. Of course, Oak Hill #1 in the country, St. Vincent St. Mary featuring LeBron James as we show you the Progressive starting lineups. The point guard, by the way, for St. V is Drew Joyce. His dad is the head coach. Oak Hill's got 3 kids heading to Division I college basketball next year. Second year as the head coach of the Fighting Irish for Drew Joyce, who has coached 4 of these players since they were in the 4th grade, among them LeBron James. So he has intimate knowledge of his son and the other 3 kids and the type of basketball and the type of kids they are. They're a good team. They've won 2 state titles in the last 3 years, and they were the runner-up the other year. They're a very good team on the state level, but they're not quite the national program that Steve Smith has put together over 18 years in tiny Mouth of Wilson, Virginia. The head coach for Oak Hill. They win or contend for a mythical national championship each and every year. Now, there's one guy among us who has seen LeBron James play on several occasions. Jay Billis is here to give us some perspective. Jay, how good is LeBron James?
Well, simply put, Dan, LeBron James is the best high school basketball player I have ever seen. And I think as a 17-year-old, he's better than Kobe Bryant was at the same age. Why? Because he is just as skilled as Kobe Bryant was, but he is more physically imposing. At 6'7", 235 pounds, he is a man right now, and he's got an extraordinary skill level. He's also a brilliant passer, a guy that can play with other people, find teammates, and create shots for others. He's got a maturity level that most kids his age just don't have, and he will be, without a doubt, the first pick in the draft. But Dan, I'll tell you, there's a little bit of a caveat. I didn't see the big redhead from Helix High School play in the late 60s, early 70s.
Oh, wait, we're stroking you already? We're 2 minutes into the show, and we're stroking Walton already. What about my game? Nobody saw me in the 6th grade when I played in the CYO?
What year was that?
Hey, Bill, I want to just say this. Danny Ainge, your buddy, said there are only 4 or 5 guys in the NBA he would not trade for the rights of this kid.
Wow.
That's how good he described them. And you know we all respect Danny. I read that quote.
Well, America gets a chance to decide for itself here tonight as James wins the opening tip.
with LeBron James, the challenge for him is to be able to learn how to deliver peak performance on command. When the whole world is watching, he walks out there, when the red light goes on, when the ball is thrown up, can he be as good as anticipated?
Oak Hill technically the home team, but they're wearing black jerseys. They left the white ones at home, so St. V's, even though this is in their own state, they're the visiting team, but they're wearing gold. James is wearing number 23, and that is not a coincidence.
You know, last year they played against them and they lost a tough game. He had 36, and Carmelo Anthony, now one of the outstanding diaper dandies, had 34 in that game.
In a 6-point loss for St. Vincent St. Mary, Isaiah Swan had the task of trying to shut down LeBron James,
who misses his first jumper. James, right now, just through a couple of games, is not even his team's leading scorer, but they had 2 easy wins, and he was content to set up his teammates. There's a nice block by Romeo Travis, number 24.
He's going to Akron, Travis, very active player, and so is Joyce going to Akron as well. So they got 3 Division I players on their floor.
There's Travis, a lefty from the baseline with a miss, and the rebound is brought down by Ivan Harris, number 1. He's an Ohio kid from Springfield, Ohio, and he's going to Ohio State next year.
Yeah, and Jim O'Brien is in the house right now, Bill. He's sitting behind us evaluating Mr. Harris.
Ivan Harris, the 6'8 senior, is the most talented player for Stephen Smith. When the players for Oak Hill are penetrating, they're looking for their own shot. When you come down that lane in a game against top-level competition, you want to think about kicking it out for some 3-point shots.
Harris with the offensive rebound. I think very dangerous to try and trap this team. If you try to trap St. Vincent St. Mary's, James is such a gifted passer that he has great instincts and will find the open man.
So far, he's averaging 18 points and 15 rebounds per game through just 2 games this season. There he is in the post. Fadeaway jumper, no good.
I think shot selection sometimes can be a problem with a great young player, Bill, understanding what a good shot is.
One of the problems that LeBron has had in the first couple of possessions is that when he's gotten the ball, he's come to a dead stop. You want to keep on the move all the time. The quickness, the anticipation, the ability to see the next play before anybody else even reacts. But even here, he comes to a stop, and it's walking, it's deliberate. Explosiveness, he has the physical gifts. Get it on the run.
He's got a size advantage also.
Nice bounce pass, but it's knocked away. By the way, high school ball, 4 8-minute quarters. No shot clock in effect, as the jumper's left short by Isaiah Swan. The putback, though, is good underneath by Dion Dakins, a 6'6 senior out of Statesville, North Carolina.
They go to a little trap right now. Dakins most likely being recruited like some outstanding academic schools as well. Davidson.
Drew Joyce does not get the bounce on the 3, and here comes Oak Hill again.
There's got to be some jitters out there, Bill. There's got to be jitters in that young guy. The scrutiny, the evaluation, the TV cameras, the NBA scouts, the big redhead Mr. Walton in the house. I mean, he's got to be nervous.
But that's what you have to learn to deal with. And that's what one of the things you talked about in our pregame meeting with all these young players, is to enjoy this moment and to learn to anticipate the stage, the spotlight being on you. Offensive foul, out of control at the hoop.
Corey Jones takes the charge. After St. Vincent's last game, when James didn't score that much, didn't shoot that well, he said, you know what, I'm going to get my teammates involved, but in the big games, when the big lights are on, he said, I'm going to turn it up a notch like Thursday night. He made that statement a few days ago, that he's going to try to look for his shot and go to the hoop a little bit more than he normally does.
But the problem right now is that with Oak Hill controlling the backboards, there's no transition opportunities, and they're packing it in on defense, sloughing on off everyone else.
There's a 3 for Drew Joyce III, the son of the head coach of St. Vincent St. Mary.
I met Drew Joyce IV before the game also. He's getting ready. But if you make that 3 like that, that'll open up the angles and give James a better chance to get to the basket.
Harris with another offensive rebound and putback for Oak Hill.
Coach Drew Joyce for St. Vincent St. Mary, he said that they have to control the boards if they're going to be able to win this game. They have not done that yet.
See, right now they're standing around. The easiest guy to guard, Bill, as you know, as a former player, are people that are stationary. And right now they're very stationary on the offensive end.
Beautiful drive.
In transition to the other end, the basket is good for J.R. Reynolds, who's headed to Virginia next year.
Yeah, the Cavs can use him out of that perimeter. They can use a scoring guard. I know they're excited about him. And Williams is going to the University of Connecticut.
Yep.
Who, by the way, the other day, 9 points at halftime.
And then 50 in the second.
Yeah, they win the game.